These headphones are seriously good. I've been using these for about 3 months now, and in my opinion, they are the best headphones money can buy. But that's not without some trade-offs, so it depends on what your use case is and what you think is most important. In this video, I'll give my upfront conclusion of the Sonys. Then I'll start by talking about the pros, the things that really exceeded my expectations. After, I'll talk about the cons, and these are the things which started to get on my nerves after a while. After the excitement of buying these headphones wore off and I've been using these every day, these are the things which I found just started to get really annoying. Noise cancelling headphones are now essential to me. I've been using them for around 6 years. During my time at university, I used the Bose noise cancelling 700 headphones, and I also use the Quiet Comfort 35 Mark IIs, even though they're the same as the Mark 1s pretty much. I use them every day for about a year plus, so I've had a lot of experience with both of those. It was a powerful tool to keep me focused when I didn't want to get distracted. The Bose 700s had a really strong clamping force, and I found that quite irritating, so I had to let that one go. And the Quiet Comfort 35s, as great as they were, it's an old bit of tech and it uses a micro USB rather than a USB-C, and all my devices now use USB-C. When the Sony XM4s dropped, it seemed like it would solve all of these problems. After watching Marquez's review, I had to try these for myself. If you don't watch the rest of this video, then just know that these headphones, they live up to the hype. The XM4s have a very rich soundstage, have very clear audio without too much distortion. It's got the most customizable features I've ever seen in a pair of headphones, and I find that the leather is super comfortable, really soft on the skin. Overall, it's a really great bit of tech. You can't go wrong with these. But in my opinion, these aren't as comfortable as the OG Quiet Comfort 35s, and the reason why is because the Sonys are a little bit heavier, and I find that the ear cups warm up a bit too quickly. If I was going to be traveling a lot, like on planes and stuff, I wouldn't be taking these. I'd take the 35s. The other thing I noticed is that the noise cancelling 700 headphones had this really seamless multi-point pairing feature where you could pair your headphones to a bunch of different devices and it would switch between them quite seamlessly. You didn't have to think about it. Except with the Sonys, you do have to stop and sometimes nudge it in the right direction when you've picked up a new device. Now that's out of the way, here are some of my favorite things about these headphones. First and foremost, the sound. I'm not an audiophile, but this is the closest thing I've got to what I think artists want you to hear when you're listening to their music. The sound is loud and clear, the bass is really deep, and thanks to the industry-leading noise cancelling in these headphones, you can really pick out all of the details in the music you're listening to. At lower volumes, I noticed there's not as much of a hissing noise as you might get with the Bose headphones, so that's another plus from me. Okay, so obviously this isn't going to compete with a £1,000 pair of headphones, but if you make this your new standard for listening to music, you do very well. It's a big jump up from the standard headphones you can get. These headphones are packed with a ton of features, and that's what I think separates it from the competition. So I'm gonna go over the main ones I found myself using, but there's a whole bunch of them. So first of all, there's a built-in equalizer on these headphones. You can choose from presets or you can customize your own. It works so well that Bose actually, in response, developed and released an equalizer of their own, and they released that through like a software update on some of their older models. I think the equalizer is really well worth doing, especially if you listen to like rap music or hip hop or lo-fi or anything that's bass heavy like I do, then it really just takes the audio experience to another level. The touch controls are a lot more responsive than what I expected them to be. It feels very natural and very convenient. It doesn't get in the way. By far my favorite feature as far as the touch controls go is if you use your right hand and cup it over the right ear cup, then it activates ambient mode and you can suddenly hear what everyone's talking about. And even though I don't use the custom button that you have on these headphones, it is there and you can use it to check the battery life, or you can use it to activate your smart assistant. It's still kind of annoying, you need to press a button to activate Alexa, because at home you just speak to Alexa and it activates. I don't know why they don't have that in headphones where you can just say Alexa and then it lights up.
Sorry, I don't know that.
One of the features which you won't find in the XM3s that I really like is an ear cup sensor, where if you take your headphones off, it detects you've taken the headphones off your head and it just stops playing the music automatically. So my only critique of that feature is that sometimes when I'm putting on my face mask and I just need to lift my headphones up, it thinks I'm taking off my headphones and it just stops playing the music. Yeah, maybe they need a slightly longer delay with that feature, but otherwise it's a really good feature. I do really like that. The final thing I want to talk about is the comfort of these headphones. They are made from this really nice leather, and I was quite surprised to find out it's not genuine leather, it's actually a fake leather. And the reason why it's a fake leather is because it's more durable and more resistant to sweat. In the hands, you can instantly feel that they're much lighter than the noise cancelling 700 headphones, which is the closest competitor to these. And the reason why is because the Sonys are made from plastic, whereas the Bose ones are made from metal. The exterior is like this nice soft texture. It's really nice in the hands. It doesn't creak, and it has plenty of flex. Like, it's a really well put together bit of kit. It's really comfortable. I'm very impressed by it. The battery life is the best I've ever used, and it has USB-C fast charging, which means that I've got one cable for my laptop, iPad, and headphones. I was about to say phone, but I've got a lightning cable for my phone. So that's a lot of praise for these headphones, but after using them for 3 months, there are a couple of things which I don't like about them. Let's start with the microphone quality. Like, I am so disappointed with these microphones because they promised a lot with the array of microphones, which was supposed to pick up more noise cancelling, but you would hope that it'd also pick up your voice a lot better.
My local bus stop is on this road, and anytime I walk down here, I have to take my headphones off and use my phone instead because it's really hard to make out what I'm trying to say. This is how the microphones are when you're indoors and it's perfectly quiet.
So yeah, I mean, the real world performance doesn't meet the hype. It's so frustrating. For what you pay for these headphones, you kind of expect it to be a bit better than that. I hope in the XM5s, that is the thing that they improve. So I said that these are super comfortable, and I've talked about the materials and how much I love how it feels in my hands, but the one problem I do have with these is that my ears get too warm. When I wear these for more than an hour, they just get too hot. I have to take these off and let my head breathe. It's a fundamental flaw in the way that these headphones have been designed. I'm talking about the ear cups, and the ear cups are so shallow that your ears heat up really quickly. My ears really aren't that big. They don't touch the edge of the ear cups, which some people do. And even then, I've got to take these headphones off. I kind of want to be focused on the task I'm doing for more than an hour at a time. But with these headphones, I sometimes really struggle to do that. I had to count, and I've owned 7 different pairs of Bose noise cancelling headphones over the years. The Bose fanboy in me has resisted conceding the crown of noise cancelling to anyone else. But I think that day has finally come. It's not perfect, but these headphones are pretty frictionless to use. Thanks to its USB-C and super lightweight frame, the Sonys seamlessly enhance my daily routines where I think noise cancelling headphones would be quite useful. It really goes to show that Sony has listened to their customers' needs and wants and actually iterated on that. And because of that, I don't think I can go back to using anything else. So yeah, thanks Sony.